Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So, we're going to talk about different types of chaplaincy today. Now, I have done several different varieties of chaplaincy, and I have transitioned within the past couple of years, being up in the Minnesota, North Dakota, South Dakota area, from being what I used to be back in Pennsylvania, which was more of a hospital crisis funeral chaplain, to more of a court chaplain, which is somebody who helps other people navigate the court system and find the resources and help that they need without being a lawyer and without breaking any sort of legal precedent. So, in each individual state, the legal processes differ, going through whether you're trying to get a gun permit or you're trying to, get married, or you're trying to absolve yourself of a crime that, you didn't commit, or that sort of thing. And what ends up happening is the impoverished people don't know legal terminology. They're not really educated out here as far as court procedures go. And a lot of the process is people can't legally answer questions unless they're phrased in such an exquisite way that doesn't open them up to legal liability. So, for instance, I have a student, he wants to go hunting. Okay, but to go hunting, he has to have a prior charge cleared, which has already been expunged. It took literally 12 transfers, 12 different transfers through the state of Minnesota, 2 trips to the courthouse, a trip to the library, and over 50 printed sheets of paper to even start the process. Doing things like that alone are daunting. Okay? Now, that's a simple case. That's not life or death. He isn't in any fear or concern of imprisonment or anything like that, based on things he did basically as a young man, college age. But in cases of extreme stress, especially when people are already damaged by the criminal justice system, having a chaplain, having someone who can hold their hand both spiritually as well as, operationally speaking, through the process, helps both audit the process itself for the individual states and municipalities that we are volunteering through. Hopefully this will help release my back pay, because it shows competency and that I actually know what I'm doing. I'm also certified to do this. I have my certificate of clergy. I just picked that up yesterday again from the local courthouse. No matter where I move, I make sure that I am registered correctly as legal clergy. So even if my other credentials are questioned, I still have legal identification for what I can do, at least. Although, it seems law enforcement credentials come and go, or rather, the obscuration or revealing of which, I have my certificate of filing and my, right there, Minnesota statute, persons authorized to perform civil marriage. And then over here, behind me, I have my 1 college degree, and I have all sorts of other stuff. But, the problem, to me, I don't really give 2 hoots about the public opinion about me. I don't care if you disagree with what I say, even though it may hurt me that your disagreement is coming from a place of absolute offense without even taking into consideration what I have to say, especially regarding human rights violations, especially for human rights violations against clergy. But I don't care. I'm going to keep going my way. You're going to keep going yours. And as long as the people I care about me, I don't really care how many accusations you throw on me about being some sort of sexy siren when I am literally celibate. It just doesn't work. You just keep trying to throw things on me that don't work, and you keep torturing the people I do care about, my respected friends and colleagues. So I'm just going to keep learning the court system out here, safe, playing with my cats out in the middle of witness protection land. You guys just keep on, you know, keeping on. I can pray for you, but I don't know what else I can do for you, men. All right? Salam alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Koda hafez, and auf Wiedersehen. May Allah lead us all to the straight pathway always, and lead you guys back to common sense. Amen.